just crashed again.
Again, as always.
Like always. Well, let's continue where we left. August feminist organization appeared in Freeburg. Today they are holding their first protest. As far as we know, the organization is backed by foreign sponsor, and their goal is to get their people into important positions in City Hall. The protest may escalate into something more serious, and we need to show them who is in charge. Use baton and tear gas, even firearms if necessary. And show them what intimidation looks like. Up close, personal.
Don't use force. Whatever you do, don't use force.
In City Hall, Bowley gave several interviews. Okay, but red mask game. If you want to keep people from panicking, you need to take that game within the next 4 days. The next 4 days?
9, 10, 11, 12. We have 4 days. We can crack if we deploy many detectives to this as much as possible. Get evidence. Crack this case as fast as you can. Deploy everything. She's hot. That too. She. Oh.
About 50 women are getting deployed.
Deploy everyone. We need to. We have no choice.
Everyone?
Yeah. Don't use force. No, we don't have to for this. You don't have money, so no, fuck. Refuse. Blah 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 blah. You can read it when. Yeah.
Yeah, you can read those.
Pause the video and read yourself.
If you want to know what it says. So. Warning, snitch. What? I'm pretty sure the staff are preparing a plot against you.
Who?
Fuck.
Oh.
Fucking Kochi.
What do you want to do? Do you want to have them killed?
Are you... I fucking knew she's a mole! I fucking knew it!
Why are you laughing? Bad. We have to the 4th of July. Well, this is actually a very long time before that. You don't have to kill him directly.
Fuck's sake.
You need to have him killed.
And she's one of the best ones.
Yeah, but we can hire probably someone better, right?
What the fuck is wrong with her?
Kill her and kill them all. Get the muffin now.
Oh, we cannot do this one. Fuck's sake.
Depends. Go to Mafia. Mafia.
Who the fuck is this?
Some random fucktard. The Sands. Go to Sands.
Sands.
We can get rid of the detective first, right? No, get rid of No, we don't have a. Who need to hire? We need to hire. We can't. She's not here. Get the for the detective.
What?
Detective.
This one?
Yeah.
I sure want to buy this.
Go to the police station. Anyone can hire Yeah, that's why I'm giving you to experience the terror I've been experiencing. Eliminate it.
What the fuck is...
Let's just maybe try not to hit it. No. No, you're gonna die. No, the prosecutor is gonna nail you through the cross if you do that. No, trust me. Ta hellre skit från City Hall än från the prosecutor office. De kommer ta bort din lön. De kommer ta bort... That is where the shit is very bad. Go to the please
8,000.
okay. You need money. Go to the investigation.
This one. What about?
No, not all of them.
Which one?
2. Abandon them.
You're so nice, man.
Proceed.
Where you from?
That's fine. Go to the investigation.
Investigations.
Gangs. So investigation. Hurry the fuck up.
Get on the freaking job.
We need to hurry up. We don't have time. We have 4 days. Fuck this one. This has to go to archives. Put it in archives. No, we can't. Okay.
Oh, shh.
Can you call up the non-detectives? Put some detectives. Please. She's a training, but I'm down. Everyone's on we need to move something to shift A. No, stay in shift B. Go back to shift B. Shift A. We need to move something to shift A. I don't know the shift A.
Okay.
Shift
Break.
Press me higher. Is it not make a spider? Please.
Red. Birch.
Can I find birds?
Birch Junior.
Yeah.
Or red. Beacon on.
Butch.
No, we can't because she's not drinking.
Yeah.
Sorry, Birch. Fuck. I wanted to at least keep one of you.
Why Butch?
For fuck's sake, I really wanted to keep you. Illegally.
Do you have any other good... No, we can make it fail one more experiment.
Yeah.
Send him alone or something. Alone. I don't care if he fails. He's a failure. Then fine. Boy.
Oh, fuck.
Progress.
Fuck you.
No, vi därmed skulle inte lägga i.
Oh, just det.
Vi kan skicka... Nej, faktiskt. Okay, let's read. Right hand man. Nick is a faithful assistant to Jing founding member.
Boy! The microphone is here.
Jing, he is the faithful assistant. Jing Hang is a founding member of the gang. He is entrusted with the most serious jobs. Right hand man.
Necklace. Fancy. How can I? I'm not used to that yet. Necklace. Ning, he keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to the Rice Dragon restaurant on the day before he planned to make the deal. Well, the gang must have had a imitate buyer for the necklace. So Ning he brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen.
Unless the restaurant is open around the clock, he was closed. It was closed at night because it's an important deal was going down. So he has probably a key access to a restaurant.
Yeah. He has the key to the restaurant. Well, valuables are kept in safe.
I know which pitch they are. Close. How could you not handle that? We should have sent in silk too. Need to get money. Can I go pay for deputy? Oh, we can get him for his house.
Well, we need one more.
Not silk. I don't want him to leave, otherwise he's on snitch, so he needs to find out. Let's go.
910.
Go to detective.
Du ser precis när jag trycker.
Go detective. Let's check our status. Go to detective, please. Backlog. Okay, backlog. Police station. No, investigation. Okay, detectives. Deploy everybody.
You all are going in.
Last picture.
Robbery. Oh,
Last picture. No, you can't apply it. Go to affairs.
1210 in progress.
City Hall.
one day.
Okay, police station. Backlog. Okay, go for deputy now.
Deputy.
Status. We have spent 20,000 and earned 40,000. Yeah, one officer dead, 6 fired, 6 further free to take fired. Best officer, coachy, best detective, doctor, and she's turned out to be a fucking snitch. Have her killed. Order the trap. Trap. Take. No, that's face. No, sit. Go to police, we need to order to go to mafia, we need to fire him.
Oh! Everything went great, boss. In fact, but since I had that much fun, we held on to that plane and helped fire. Oh.
Go to the mafia.
Yeah.
The order trap. Yeah. Just probably walk tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, she's
Order trap. Just go to
Ten is in progress.
Hey, can we need to wait?
Getting Randall.
Officer,
Don't
looks
just
like
make the
we have a
police people
situation
scared.
here.
Use pepper spray. Tase him. You know, tase him.
1210.
Yeah, but you were not gonna give me more cops either way, so shut the fuck up.
Jag kan trycka själv för fri.
You have so little officers today. We cannot do anything about it. Fuck off.
Sorry. But we do only one job per day. fast way to survive.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
611 in progress.
What the?
True. Rape. An elderly woman. That's
You know that in Sweden women in 30 years old age could become rape. Or even. It doesn't really matter. As long as you wear ass, you just do it. Okay, I think I found it. He has a key. Key.
okay.
A key. Yeah. Oh, the workshop. And then
Your scan is complete.
Come on, get back. Time to save.
no time to rest and fuck over, man.
611 complete.
No! End of second report.
No, that was not possible. She got fucked.
No detectives.
It doesn't matter, it doesn't sound sense.
What?
Oh, come on, that's bullshit. He's a cockfucker. What do you mean spend more time with your family? You're not the cop. Detectives spend more time with family and fight old man and then
Fucking basically.
you are best detective. You're gonna work tomorrow. You're gonna work tomorrow.
She's tired.
No, but he's gonna work tomorrow. She's gonna work tomorrow.
Fuck's sake, Beasley. Yo,
Just check A. They're returning.
you mean B?
Yeah, they're returning.
Yeah.
He needs to be fired. We need to make room. We need to have better detectives. And by the way, she needs to die. We need better detectives.
You don't need to die.
No, she doesn't need to die, but we need to make her die. Look, Bracely left. He was one of the best officers we had.
I'm fucking pissed.
The-
Local residents may afford this antique necklace. Mayor Rogers displeased with
Go
police
on,
department.
Dave. Fuck the news.
Mayor Rogers will bring order to the police station. Fuck.
You haven't given us enough budget.
I'm trying to save people from being raped, being shot, being fucked. Cause she fucked you.
Fire. We can fire her. We can fire her.
She's supposed to.
Yeah, we can send somebody else.
Oh,
You fired too.
they fucking knew. They fucking knew.
You can fire them. Butch can go to the death trap.
Fucking. It's putting a fucking song.
We can fire them. They didn't come to work. We can fire them. Okay, fine.
I can't see.
hon får gå igen så här inne. Hon får gå igen.
Take off to him.
Take care of him. Roger, okay.
Okay, we are breaking conference. Congolese. Yesterday, a hero having Poland drowning Senator Wallace away from the river. The municipality of the Senator's recommendation has decided to reward this outstanding officer. This ceremony is scheduled for July 7, 27. The event will be open to the press as well as his Green family. His Green's family, who wish to personally thank the police. Make sure nothing unusual happens to the officer, so you will be able to attend to the ceremony. See you, Hazel, the documentation.
July 37. PlayStation first.
Get higher. Fucking take it!
Let's go, let's go. Well,
Can't.
hold. No.
Paddy wagon. Well, you guys can use these. Too bad the party doesn't have one.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
Purdy.
go party. Yeah, we don't have one, so you can go yourself.
This is good.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, this is working my last day, right?
City Hall.
What you do? What you do? Fuck him. We're gonna get the guy who's 19. We need to kill him too. Go to City Hall. City Hall.
For fuck's sake.
Refuse. Refuse. City Hall.
We don't have time.
Chance.
Take the chance.
So,
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
camera station. Get on.
Yes. Fuck.
We
Yeah.
have 2 days, I guess.
You were able to arrest all suspects. Good job.
Let's get it mean, bitch.
It's not an investigation.
No way.
Sandstorm. Good luck.
Investigation. Did you
Jack.
I guess we have to do something.
Courthouse. 8:30. 18:30.
Oh shit! Butch died. Oh my god.
Oh,
no.
fuck's sake.
Just promoted him. Oh my god. He fired his father and his son died.
213 in progress.
Loris complained.
No, they're fake. Trust me, it's fake.
Did you read it?
No, not for me.
410 complete.
Okay, now add more detectives. Oh my god, Nava, no.
No, fuck you.
Stop! Stop it!
New day.
No.
No,
We can't. No, we can't.
no,
No, we can't. No, we can't.
no,
No.
no.
Look, no, nej John.
Nej, vi kan inte förlora dem.
No,
Nej.
Vi får hyra nya. Just
Nej.
vi kommer inte få. You're gonna get a lot of shit. No. No. John, we have to move on. Parody wasn't that high level. John. John.
I need Purdy.
Parody's gone. Sacrifice.
I need... No fucking sacrifice.
We can hide.
No fight. We need cops.
We can turn from shift A to B. Vi kan move dem till shift B.
Why?
Det finns de som är bra på shift A. Vi kan flytta dem till shift B. Right now, we need to move on. Otherwise, shift will be... Look. Just know det är inte så.
We have 2 officers. 2 fucking officers. And...
We have to manage. First of all, we can't restart. Det är inte så dåligt. If it was way bad, like we missed the guy, arresting the guy, then move on. Purdy was a good officer, but she needs... And I said, not...
Deus got...
Butch, I know.
No, not push. Deus got the promotion on that shit.
Yeah, but they weren't directly were sent for training. I mean, there were other people who were mostly sent for training. I mean, oh, for fuck's sake! I mean, this death happens. Death do us apart.
Shut the fuck up.
We can hide
This
the cops.
game. We can do what we want.
Tro mig, det är inte bäst att göra det. Vi kan hyra fler poliser. Vadå? Du vill ha kvar de här?
Ja, vi behöver officers.
Ja, men vi kan flytta från shift A. Det finns jättemånga där redan.
Ja, sure. Sen bara, de vill lämna bara. I didn't come to work.
No, so länge they don't complain. And we can hire new cops. Because
They will complain.
Yes, but we can hire new cops.
If someone says they don't come
Ja, men
to
då
work,
går vi...
I'm done for today.
Yes.
I'm done. I'm giving you.
Can you at least calm down? This happens a lot, and you can't help.
Yeah, happens a lot. Does it happen a lot in the beginning?
Yes. It happened with me. Why do you complain?
Always complain. Fucking Henry Sand Road.
Well, fuck. Well, we can't help you because we have 4 people there. So no.
How we don't start over this day?
Okay, the noise complaint was false. Yeah.
213
Are you sure?
No, it wasn't.
Yes. Oh,
It's gonna get bad. Trust me.
vi måste börja om dem.
Nej, trust me. Don't.
Nej,
Vi kan spåra det. We can restart from this checkpoint if we
robbery. Emergency call.
call Swandell and Dancy.
If they die,
Only if it gets bad,
this
then
game
we
is-
can recall
this
time.
game is fucked up.
It's fucked up, we know that. Go to investigation to the Yumshin clan. Take this. Deploy.
410 in progress.
You want to interview?
Courthouse.
We can't.
Because we have a serial killer by the name of Albert Ramirez. We can't do
910
anything.
complete.
Robbery.
At least they finished it. Yay.
Come back here. Fast.
That's the sands, and they were about to pay us 6,000.
Oh, the homicide. Did they?
Rest in peace, Purdy. Chelsea, that's her, and Butch.
It has sense, okay? Fuck's sake.
mean?
412
But they might
in
die.
progress.
And assault. Deploy.
We can do this one instead. Please don't die.
Please don't die. Please don't die.
At least Vandal.
We need smooth Pikachu.
You have been found guilty for abusing your powers. The city requires that your salary returns by 50.
I guess that it doesn't matter if you blame the City Hall.
410 is complete.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
Homicide.
You know this will just... Det kommer bli bättre i mitten. Then you get more money.
Vilket dag 10. Oh. Now it's time to remember that I'm gonna start over. Wait, you are gone.
Why? Varför måste du göra sak bakom min rygg? Varför är det...
Bakom din rygg. This is my way. I want my officers to survive.
Good luck.
I don't want
Good luck.
to die.
Good luck. Because then you're gonna
At the
restart...
same time.
Then you're gonna restart the game over and over again. Because trust me, poliser kommer dö. Och det kan inte du göra någonting åt det.
Okay.
Well, you wanna follow roleplay or...
Everything's written down here. All the evidence we need to create it. Well, the Freeburg police will begin investigation right away. Let's talk that.
Yes.
Wait,
Let's talk.
hey, turning off the light.
It's getting dark.
Well,
Yeah, let's investigate the bullshit. People are getting mad those days. See? He went in. Yeah, no, he went in.
that.
He went in, delivered. No, then you don't have all the pictures. Okay, read. King always handles the big deals personally. Okay, he goes alone. Fire.
Chinese businessman who shoots secretly arrived in Freeburg last week. He convinced that the necklace was stolen from his family back in the centuries.
Oh no, this.
What?
This there. This one.
Wait, I can search. This one.
Then this guy.
You still that.
No, then we have to wait for more frames. Det måste vara en med en dam. Missing the lady. Upstairs. That's good. No, we know that. That's so. Declare it. Declare permitted. Declare honest. We have many freshmen here. Okay, we're gonna now we will start today. We're gonna move. We need to move this guy to shift B. Her to shift B. 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 Två en lista. 4 måste flytta till B. 4 till 5 måste flytta till B. Well, we could take away the old bitch.
Don't you leave me here.
It's not that good.
If you must go, sweet mama,
Then who you wanna
please leave a dime for beer.
Well, they get rid of him.
Rooster crow and a hen ran around.
Oh! What? You said 27.
She said if you want my fricassee, you'll have to run me down.
Så hon är 27. De sa 27. Juli. Bullshit.
The hero died.
No, we fired him. Shit. No, this guy's a hero. We fired him. This guy. I guess they denied. Look. Deny.
Well,
No, he didn't.
guys pass.
I'm Alabama
You need to arrest Sam, then you get a one.
Alabama bound. I followed you round from town to town. I'm Alabama bound.
Oh, the bird! We're taking him, of course.
She looks like Rihanna. We can probably take the fire right now. We should all buy it legally if you have higher. B. Second to B. Same trigger. because it's
Maybe
bad.
we can see his big
You can see it's bad, man.
911. Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
Go through the front door. Front door.
What door? From the entrance.
811 complete.
Expensive bottle of liquor. I mean, it's drinking when he called.
After this day is over, then the live stream.
So this is good. It's his last day, so.
Good, deputy.
Give it
And statics. Statics.
Statics.
Best officer is Kochi, which she was meant to.
Best detective. Best officer.
Oh, just det! Hon skulle dö. That's why the prosecutor office. Remember? She didn't die because she didn't turn up to work. She knew that motherfucker.
Tomorrow. She will die. The next day.
Hit the order hit. Actually, it doesn't matter because she already snitched, so it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. What?
She's a bitch.
Okay, send dragon.
Grant.
Dragon.
Grant.
Dragon. Okay, fuck.
911.
Good job.
Oh fuck no, we're
See
gonna
that?
intervene.
Yeah, we're gonna intervene. 1,000. Fuck. No. We're going to do our
Yeah,
job.
needs them will be
We
good.
need the trust of.
We should send probably Drake and Golem and Francis to Academy.
Okay.
Vandal, Fortnite, Samedi, and Sil.
Should we listen to?
No, Shed 4. We have no
Send,
excuse.
send all.
Yeah.
Send our best. Then they die by uses random explosion.
No, they don't. Everybody don't just die. They die randomly. It depends if how skilled they are.
Purdy was killed.
She was 200. He's 208.
Yeah. 200.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Deploy reinforcements.
It's
No, they told the fucking newbies. Oh yeah, we need to beat that sand. That's sand.
just fucking go. Just stop it.
No, you're gonna finish the game your way or not your way, bitch.
Not gonna finish the thing.
Hur lång tid?
Deadly weapon.
Du livestreamar vi aldrig den.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Oh!
Officer on scene.
What the fuck?
Looks like we have a situation here.
When another shot rings out, it's a time. This time the shooter finished the job. His firing position could not be determined. The shot was clearly coming from one of the skyscrapers. Oh. Fuck!
Left.
What?
Yeah, pick left. I don't know. You wanna pick right or left? I'm not making a decision. Carefully observe area, maybe.
The man was just being placed on the stretcher fucking did it.
Sean is unhappy.
Well, fuck him.
Well, you better read the text.
Yeah. I hope you have a good reason to do it. Well, everybody's coming in.
At least you don't accept mafia. Det roliga, be glad that you're still alive.
8-year-old Kevin is at home alone, hiding on the bed. No person. Get all set.
No, don't skicka in bästa. Skicka Coleman and Combs.
What?
Skicka in bästa.
Coleman and what? Grant?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, she. He walk in.
Okay.
He meets her, and then she gives him the back.
Yeah.
Go and rest her quick. The day's about to end. Nope.
We
Wait
can't.
the next day. Wait the next day. Then you get 20,000. And then Odin comes to work.
Yes.
Bearded man.
Bearded man.
I'm sure.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Send Maza and Drake. Maza and Drake.
Maza and Drake.
South.
Not prepared, Sergeant.
But no. We need to see the Bearded man. Action.
But you can change. Wow. Yes.
Bearded man. Let's see the Bearded man. What the fuck is the Bearded man? Check the next shift. The Bearded man.
Beard. I need to. His name is Beard.
What? So we call him the Bearded man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Och men det är more cast, det är lacking a lot. Dun.
All of the green ones.
All of the green ones. You protect the Bearded man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's Samuel.
Salmon.
And the bitch.
No, salmon.
And shoot it. And end of day. Odin.
Well, cutscene.
Cutscene? Oh, you're gonna like this.
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old colony club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time, I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vickis Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Oh, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers. This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Orthodox priests, mayor, students will do to help farmers. Great priest to be appointed head of Freeburg Orthodox Church. Orthodox.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vickis Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vickis was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine. The morning seemed surreal. and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real, the sound of the engine was real, the dust was real enough too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky. I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack, but not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the 500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster Maurice Bell when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow Vicus Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So we're talking about Varga now?
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack, and I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it, and call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
Well, if you have to send, you get more money. You get 200,000. Because in Sand, it's about a case about a rape case, and Vargas is like a suicide. There's only way to get to them. Who are you gonna choose? Sand, then you need to help him a lot. Because Vargas, du måste hålla koll. If Vickers Vargas gets ahead too much, Sand will know and he will kill you. So they must do your side. Help Varga, help Sand. Sand needs to stay a little bit high, Vickers not far behind. Or in the end, you help Vickers Varga and Sand goes down in the hill.
What do you think?
You wanna, how bad you wanna bring down Sand? You wanna bring down the lawly way, or you wanna bring down the illegal way? Because then, of course, Vickers Varga is gonna be, you cannot do Vickers Varga again. Of course, you have to investigate more people. Sad.
If I didn't even help Kendrick.
What?
Kendrick.
Yeah, you helped Kendrick, so why?
Well, if I didn't help him, he would, died.
Yeah, but then it would be vengeance.
Yeah.
You have Sand, or you can have Varga. Depends. I will have Varga because he fucks Sand. He's in a horse and he's down in the ground with the spear. What do you think?
I want to help Varga.
Yeah, but that means you can investigate Sand. No, help Sand. If you help Sand, we can break him down. Fashionable. I can bring his all aggression down to the ground.
You want me to choose to help Sand?
Yeah, because
just because you choose Varga.
No, I choose Varga because I didn't know, because at that time I saw an invention. If you help Sand, then you can bring him down. You can see that you can bring him down, crack down his case. Trust me, it'll be worth it. You will get money a lot for it too. Bring down Sand. Show him who's the boss.
So I should help Varga.
No, you should help Sand, because then you can investigate him later.
You can do the same with Varga.
No, he will be dead. And you can only get 150,000.
What do you mean, he will be dead?
Han kommer vara död eftersom han kommer besegra honom. Om du investigerar honom, you will not get a lot of money. You will get only 150,000. Here you get 200,000. Or 300, I don't know. Absent.
Why?
You can investigate him later. And then there's no pressure also. Otherwise you will fucking cock something.
Tell him it's Boyd.
Oh fuck no, we have a fucking Korean case to handle now.
Well...
Yes, but come tomorrow. Nope. We need you. We need to say bearded man. He's right. Bearded man.
Beard man. Odin beard. Odin beard.
Odin beard.
Well, this is done.
Live stream?
This is the end of the live stream.
Shouldn't they just finish the day?
No.
Okay.
Vi sa vi skulle sluta med den här dagen.
Yes. Okay, everybody, we're gonna leave from here and
we're gonna leave it here for today. But I'll see you guys later. Maybe next week.
When somebody disrespects our flag,
Kan du stänga av?
jeez, you have to be so mean.